So let's talk about the awareness first. So what if I was to tell you that right this very moment, this space around me right here and around you have every desire or everything you want is around you. And matter of fact, you're like entangled with that stuff. It's like a part of you. Okay, now remember now, you can't see that stuff. The very thing that you're desiring, your goals and whatever they are right in the space. Matter of fact, they're not in the space. They're actually going through you and coming out. But here's the thing though. They are in what we call probability of existence. Let me repeat that. The term is called probability of existence. So what we want to do, we want to take the probability of existence and we want to create what we call an actuality of experience. So we want to take something from the unformed and make it to a form that we can see. Now, just because we can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. That's called the unseen to us. That's a term we use because of the limitation of our senses. Remember, our eyes can only see certain fractions of what we call the light spectrum frequency, right? So hopefully that makes sense. So the first lesson you have to learn is, okay, so what I want is around me right now. Correct. So therefore, don't get attached to it. There's no need for you to be attached to the money, to the lifestyle, to the health, to whatever it is you want. You don't need to get attached because it's a part of you. Now, I'll say this. The reason attachment is breathed, or the reason attachment is born, all attachment comes from not being able to see something and to see the full picture. And that stems from our ego. So let me make that clear. Okay, the ego is what creates our attachment because our ego can't see the unseen. But the fact is the unseen is there. It's the probability of existence. So what is a probability of existence? A probability of existence means that my desire is here around me, but it's in a jumbled up form. So what I have to do, I have to find some way to take my desire and make it make sense, or like a puzzle. So everything's like a puzzle around me. It's like pieces, right? So what I have to do, I have to take the puzzle and make the whole. But the fact is, the pieces of the puzzle are the same as the whole. So what I want, my desires around me, they're just like in parts. It's like a furniture. You go buy furniture and you see the desk, the picture of the desk, but when you buy it, you have to put it together, right? But it's still the furniture, it's still yours. You just got to read all the instructions and put it together, and then voila, you have your nice desk. But it gets even easier than that. Because the thing is this, guys, what we want is surrounding us. We don't have to put it together. See that? You don't even have to put it together. Your subconscious mind puts it together for you. So when you go buy a furniture, you got to read the instruction. If you put up like a bed or a crib or whatever you like, oh man, you got to read it. We don't do any of that. Our subconscious mind puts the piece of the puzzle together. Now bringing it to the next component is the awareness now. So the key is you have to learn to activate your subconscious to put it together for you. Okay? That's the key now. The key is you have to know, so how do I take the probability of existence and bring it into an actuality of experience? And this is where the awareness comes in. So what you have to do is, when you're aware of what you want, that's where now you focus on that stuff. By implementing visualization, by implementing meditation, by implementing optimism, and then you rinse and repeat that process. The more you think about what you want, the more you focus on what you want without the resistance, you're changing the probability of existence and you're bringing it into an actual experience. Because here's what happens now. Here's the brain, how the brain works, okay? The brain is a copying machine. It's looking for your pattern. It's observing what we do repeatedly the most. So if I spend a lot of time thinking about my desire in a non-attachment way now, just being patient, be having faith, knowing it's going to happen, and doing it because it makes me feel good, My brain now sends that message to my subconscious that this is what Mark wants. And my subconscious says, okay, he's serious. My subconscious says, okay, well, let's accept that. And then what happens then, my subconscious now starts to go put the puzzle together for me. And then before you know it, I get my experience as a physical thing or whatever it is that I want. And I'm going to show how powerful the subconscious mind is right now. And check this out. So, did you know that your subconscious, when you want something, it can use people, it can convert someone's, it can hijack someone's consciousness to get you what you want? I'll give an example. This is something that happened to me. I took a little trip here, and I was with family. I was with my uncle. And I want to give you an example, because it's a lottery story, so you know, lottery thing is all good stuff. So I went into, I still up in Orlando part there, and I stopped in one of the Publix to get some water. And I got the water, and my uncle was with me, and he bought some Powerball tickets in front of me. And I went there, and he was like, Mark, you gonna buy some tickets? I said, sure. I bought a couple of tickets. And then all of a sudden, he looked at a scratch ticket, and he says, I think the ticket was called Big Ben's or something. He's like, Mark, have you ever played that Big Ben's ticket? And I was like, yeah, I played a couple of times. But he said, yeah, you know, you should play that Big Ben's ticket. You ever played that Big Ben's ticket? And I said, I already knew the game, so I knew the universe was talking to him through me. And he was like, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll go by. So I bought it was a $5 ticket. And when I bought the Big Ben's ticket, the ticket number was one of the highest numbers, the vibrational numbers I talk about. The ticket number was a very lucky ticket number 22. If you do scratch-offs, guys, ticket number 22s usually are winning tickets 7, 11, 22, 21. For some reason, I know the lottery puts you in that. Anyway, I bought the ticket, and I scratched the ticket, and the ticket was a $500 winner. That's an example of how your subconscious mind uses people. Look, this guy didn't, out of the blue, he just said Big Ben's ticket. He just talking. That was delivered to my subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind must put together what you're focusing on. That's just an example of what I'm showing you how your subconscious mind can use people to put blessings or put things in front of you that otherwise you wouldn't be able to know. And the reason your subconscious mind can do that is because the subconscious mind is connected to all of us. It's called a collective subconscious or the collective consciousness.